Students at UAH are now required to get tested for COVID-19 before returning to campus in the fall. The test must be done 14 days before they're back in a classroom. Students who test positive for the virus have to be cleared by a healthcare provider after their quarantine. The test will be given for free through funding from the CARES Act.
Interest in higher education and the importance of higher education for students in the state of Alabama. Plus, it helps us offset the cost of funding these tests.
If a student has tested positive for COVID-19 in the past 12 weeks, they can provide a copy of the results and medical clearance to return to campus.